Welcome to the Morale Booster Network, a platform for entrepreneurs, career professionals, leaders, and the general public to give back to the society through coaching and mentoring. I remain your host, Dr. John Ugulu. I am an author, speaker, and strategist. I always say experience is the best teacher. You can stream or download this podcast from YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Google Podcast, Player FM, and Pandora. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to the Morale Booster Podcast. I am Dr. John Uhulu, your host. Today we are thrilled to welcome our special guest, Jenia Serebrin. Let's embark on this inspiring journey together. Today on Conversation with Jenia, we will be diving deep into taxes and the mindset that we can, mindset that we should have as regards taxes. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining me for the very first time, I want to say welcome to the Morale Booster Empire. And I want to encourage you to please like and share this broadcast. And here's the reason why. Because you might just be saving the life of that one person who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear the message that we will be sharing today. You might just be saving the life of that business owner who has been looking for ways or strategies on how to go about their taxes. You might be saving their business. So like and share it. So our guest today, Jenia Serebrin, is the author of Legacy by Design: How to Shift Your Mindset on Taxes and Build Your Legacy. Her book is available on Amazon.com. You can go there and get a copy. Legacy by Design. She's also the founder and CEO of Serebrin Group LLC, which is a mentoring and teaching company. They teach accounting and taxes. The company is based in Los Angeles, California. Now, with over 15 years of experience in accounting and a master's degree in taxation, Jenia empowers high-performing female entrepreneurs and CEOs to manage their finances confidently and effectively. Known as a tax-saving game changer, she transforms financial frustration into clarity and control, all while having a blast. Jenia combines her financial expertise with a supportive and holistic approach, helping her clients eliminate scarcity mindsets and limiting beliefs around numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already shared this broadcast, I want you to do that right now. Please join me as I welcome no other person to the Morale Booster Empire, Jenia Serebrin. Jenia, thank you so much for joining us on this platform.
Thank you so much for having me today. I am honored and super excited to share everything I've learned in my career and how it helped me personally.
Great, and thank you so much for accepting to be on this program, because it is golden to find somebody with such experience and knowledge about taxes. It's golden to have them on platforms like this. And we really do appreciate you, because I know your message today will be beneficial, will be life-saving, will be business changing for somebody out there. By the special grace of God, we are streaming on multiple platforms, over 20 platforms at the moment, 3 video platforms and about 17 plus audio platforms. So I know definitely that there is one entrepreneur, there is one individual out there who has been waiting for what we will be talking about today. Taxes is very important, and we are at the end of the year. Businesses are going to start filing taxes from next year. So the information we will be sharing today will be beneficial. Thank you once again for joining us.
You're welcome. Yes.
All right. So, Jania, you are known as the tax saving game changer. I love that name. And for helping entrepreneurs shift from financial frustration to clarity. Can you share a common limiting belief about money you encounter with your clients and how you help them overcome those money limiting beliefs?
Of course. So, but first of all, the tax saving game changer, I'd love to give a credit to Forbes Riley for this amazing title because when I met her and she mentored me and she looked at me and she said, well, Zhenya, nobody talks about taxes with this passion and fun and joy, just you. You're not just the tax girl, you are changing the mindset. You are the game changer. So just like you, some of you might be sitting there about to start a business, having that idea of starting a business, but being scared. Or if you're already in your entrepreneurial journey and you are still have that belief like, oh my God, taxes are so evil and so scary. I want to tell you that I have been there as an implant from Russia, as an immigrant. I started with fear. And I remember how hard, I remember my limiting belief of how hard it was to make money. So I see in all my entrepreneurs, especially female entrepreneurs, they are scared to make a lot of money because the next step would be to pay taxes, to like be visible for the to the government agencies and kind of stand there and be exposed to just because they're making money. So what I'm inviting you ladies especially, just stand strong and say, I am making money. It's so easy to make money because I can help and support so many people when I am wealthy, when I am rich, when I can afford and just go and buy whatever I want. And when I buy whatever I want, that means that that entrepreneur who provides that services, his family will be benefiting, and the infrastructure and economy around that little community will benefit. So I'm inviting you all, just stand up and say, yes, this is my business. Yes, I love making money because money brings that freedom and joy, and I can do so much more just because I have that belief right now going forward that it's easy to make money. It is so easy, right? Wouldn't you agree, John, with that?
Well, you have spoken so well about it because one thing that I know about money is that when we are ranking things based on importance, I believe that money is just right next to oxygen. After oxygen, money is next on the on the rank of importance. Money is very important, and making money sometimes could be having the right information. So when we do not have the right information, it could be challenging. And like we already know, information alone does not lead to transformation. But what leads to transformation is conversion of that information that leads to transformation. So I want to thank you for sharing. And that's why we brought someone like you here to come and share with us what the strategies are that can help us protect, make this money, protect the money, and ensure that we're giving back accordingly. So thank you so much for sharing all that. I've got another question I want to ask you. Now, your mission focuses on empowering high performing female entrepreneurs and chief executive officers. What unique challenges do women face in managing their business finances? And how does your approach address those challenges? So we know women face challenges when it comes to money making.
Right.
Men face challenges as well, right? So how does how does your approach address the challenges that these entrepreneurs face?
So, in the past, when men ruled the world in a way, right? And women were sitting at home just taking care of the babies. There is this idea that numbers are hard, and man being man, they just go and ask for the loan, ask for the raise, ask for this and this and this, and women are sitting and they're feeling a little shy to ask or shy to look into the loan, the opportunities and possibilities out there, right? When it comes down to their finances, they were told that, oh, don't worry honey, like math is, it's not for you. So what I am seeing with a lot of ladies, that they're like, every time I look at my finances, I have this, my brain goes dark and I am confused and overwhelmed. So when I come to them and I say, okay, so first of all, let's just decide, what do we want to do? What do we want to have in life? Because as every female, as every mom, you know that there is nothing you could not have done for your baby. And business, when you start the business, this is your baby. And I acknowledge you guys, entrepreneurs, you don't just wake up and, okay, today is the day I'm starting a business. You've been in a way pregnant with an idea to start a business first. And then when you start, you are already a winner. You started the business. This is your baby. So I give this analogy sometimes. We love our babies. We are so excited, right? We just go out there, we get an LLC maybe, or an S corporation. We declare to the world that we are here to make a difference and make an impact. However, when it comes down to bookkeeping, and I use this dirty diaper analogy, for some reason we are keeping the baby in that dirty diaper, prefer like choosing not to touch numbers and financials, because sometime in the past somebody told, oh, numbers are not for you. So when I come in and I say, ladies, this is your baby, take care of your baby, make sure that financials and numbers are clean, and they're so amazing, you can look at them. Remember, when your focus is on the hard part, which is the numbers, versus this is your baby, there is nothing you cannot do. There is nothing you can accomplish, right? So I'm just shifting the focus. Whatever you focus on grows, right? So if we're focusing on growing your baby, becoming the best in the industry, making the impact, you think numbers are going to stop us? No, they won't. They would be like, oh my God, I look at my finances and guess what? It's not a reflection on your personality, nothing personally. Numbers are numbers, right? They're neutral, they're feedback, they're giving you, you did really well this month and here is your reward. Just the same way as taxes. If you pay a lot of money in taxes, guess what? You're making a lot of money in general. Your business generates income, right? And for those of you who are super scared of taxes, I want to ask you a question. Does your business even make any money? And if you're not making any money, don't even worry about taxes, because you're not even there yet. So my invitation, my wish for you, the Christmas wish for you is go and get, I wouldn't say stop, be rewarded, because taxes is basically is a privilege of being in business. Be that entrepreneur who has to, who must, who is privileged to pay taxes because your business are growing, you are making a difference. How does it sound to you, John? Like taxes are amazing now, right?
Very amazing. Now, you said something key here that everybody needs to pay attention to. You said taxes, the only people who should worry about taxes or paying taxes, or who should feel taxes are a problem, are those people who are making money. Yes, so when you're making money, so it shouldn't be a problem for you to pay taxes for the profit, not just making money. Pay taxes for the profit. Is that correct? Not just all the money you make. Is that how it
Right.
works? Or
So the way it works, and I usually teach that in my book that you mentioned at the very beginning, there is a blueprint that I
Mhm,
created, and there it comes, it basically easy as A, B, and C. A
mhm.
stands for being accountable, accountability with your accounting. So you make sure that your financials are accurate and you know what's happening in your business. That's A. B, be prepared for taxes. So imagine for a second, when you have your financials in place, when you reconcile your bank statements, everything is in, you see what the picture is, then you will be super excited to send that documentation to the tax preparers and say like, hey, let's get ready for taxes. What's going on? How much do I need to allocate? Because taxes is just an expense. It's a part of the business. It's time for us to stop pretending that or being scared of them. If I don't pay my portion of taxes, then the infrastructure is not getting better. Nothing is, it's a fallout. So we are a country, the America, with American dream, where because our business is growing, because we are producing, because there is some income, we can invest, we can employ people, pay payroll taxes and all that good stuff, so we can all be lifted and getting, better off. So be once you have your financials in place, be ready for taxes. And it's not at the end of the year. It's not at the end of, like tomorrow is the deadline to file taxes and you're rushing around like a chicken, trying to find where you can pull the money. You see, you're ready for this. And then C, A, B, and C, the blueprint. Feel the change internally when you know that you have very accurate accounting, bookkeeping in place. You're prepared for taxes, so maybe you already filed the taxes. That change internally is, you can feel it. You can turn around and say to your spouse, honey, I filed my taxes. I feel so empowered. I know that I pay them. One thing I want to mention, John, I love the Internal Revenue Code, and the line that's in it. It says, you're required to pay the amount of tax that you owe and not a penny more. Right? Who decides that amount of tax that you owe and not a penny more? You, based on your financial statements, based on all allowed and available deductions and write-off. So you are in control, right? So when you have that power, you feel it. I created the business, I made some money, I paid some tax, whatever is left, it's not like you're paying the full amount of net income to the taxes, it's a portion, right? Once you have that clear picture, you can plan, you can figure out the strategies, meaning you can invest some portion that's going to produce some maybe losses to offset things. There is so much more. And once you have that under control, you can play that game. I always say that we're in business, it's not Wild West. There are actually rules, right? If there are rules, so if you know the rules, you can follow them, you can play the game. I know, nobody starts a business to lose. We all want to win, we all want to succeed. So why don't we just stop, using this tax fears and kind of, and stop pretending that we're here not to win. We're here to win, to succeed. Learn the business rules. They're not that scary. They're not that many. The Internal Revenue Code is you don't have to know all of this. You just need to know and find the person who knows or who has
Right.
the expertise. That's it.
Yes. Thank you so much for sharing. So, to every business owner who's listening right now, or every aspiring business owner, two things would save your life and would reduce your stress. One is have a good accounting software or system, a good bookkeeping system. I don't know what you want to use or what is best for you to use, but from day one, even when you have not started generating revenue, have a system in place for bookkeeping so that when the revenue starts coming in, it will be easy. Then, number two, have a great tax strategist, somebody who can help you interpret, who can help you review your tax books and help you stay in line with the IRS codes, with the tax codes. Thank you so much, Jenia, for sharing that. I have another question I want to ask you.
Sure.
Now, you know, the truth is, for many business owners, taxes are a daunting topic. Like you have rightly said, people get scared. It turns into a limiting belief. You've already said nobody should be worried about this. Now, with over 15 years of experience in accounting and taxation, right? What
Mhm.
advice do you have for entrepreneurs who want to scale their businesses but feel overwhelmed by the financial complexities? They want to scale. They want to go to the next level. They want to turn their business from five figures to six figures. You know, what's your advice for them so they don't feel overwhelmed?
Of course. So the first advice is make that decision. Just make a decision that your business, it's time for you to take your business to the next level, to 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures. So what happens once you make that decision, something happens in the universe. People will start showing up that need to tell you something with experience in terms of taxes. So two things. Number one, I believe that you you need to have this understanding that tax preparation fees, tax advice, planning, bookkeeping should be a special line on your financial statement and like built in. Some people, let's just imagine for rent. Every month you pay a rent, and you have that separate money allocated for rent. I want, especially beginning entrepreneurs, to understand that if you have the same separate line for bookkeeping and tax prep planning built in, you won't have the feeling like, oh my God, I need to pay my bookkeeper or tax person and stuff like this. You see what I mean? So it's a flat experience. You know that you have the right tax preparer who makes sure that you're not catching up, but you're thinking in the future. So that's number one. Number two is, and talking about number one, we have mentors that we are willing to pay a lot of money for them to mentor us, taking us to that level. I want you to have this an idea that also have that mentor in financial industry and pay a lot of money, because at the end of the day, if you invest in proper tax person or somebody who, like, let's say financial planners, estate planners, they will sit down with you and say, okay, so for 5 years, 10 years, where are we going? And based on that, your activity in business, in personal life, will be adjusted based on the goal that you have. I want to, if you guys are not familiar with me yet, and if you haven't received my book, haven't read my book, I want to tell you one thing in life that helped me. At the age of 14, I was asked a question that turned out to be the most important question of my life. And the question was, Zhenya, when you grow up, what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? What do you want? And back then, I decided, number one, I want to learn English and I want to live somewhere else. After that, everything changed because I had that I want to learn English, right? So all my actions were based on that little goal or big goal, huge goal. I have no idea back then how I would have, how I can accomplish that. So for you, going to seven digits and more, make that decision. You don't need to know how, and I know that it comes weird from a numbers person, tax accountant, right? Master's degree in science. However, once you know where you're going, you can adjust your actions based on this. You can create some kind of strategies. You can invest in real estate, and that's going to help you go there with appreciation, with some things, some strategies. So it's not like I don't, part of me is just like I want to give you some strategy and idea, but I want to also you to understand that for everybody, it's very super specific based on your habits, your discipline, your industry, and your time, your final goal. So, what's your goal? What do you want? And then you're gonna adjust and go there. The right people will show up. The tax people. If you need some advice, come join my Facebook group. I every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, It's open hours. You come and hang out with me. And we'll do, okay, so what do you want? How much money do you want? I also, John, I noticed that a lot of people are scared to name that big number. They would just say, oh my God, I want to scale to 7 digits. Okay, 7 digits gonna be what, 1 million, 9 million? What's that amount? So, and the second you have that amount, you can adjust, you can strategize, you can, okay, so sit down. Based on, by the way, once you have the goal, having messy financials is no longer an option. It is not, because you would be like, okay, so I haven't done my bookkeeping, I haven't filed my tax return for the last 3 years, but I'm sitting here talking about being a millionaire. It doesn't work like this. So I would just say, make that little picture. I want to make $10 million. Cool, $10 million by what time? Let's say into 3 years. Great. Okay, that person, what does that person do? That person make sure that bookkeeping is in place, the taxes are filed on time, talks to tax planners and financial people probably every quarter, hires the best people in this industry to help him get there. Ask for help. I would just say sky's the limit if you decide to go there. And one more little thing that I want you guys to all figure out, it's kind of like get inside you internally. 24 hours a day, you sleep 8 hours, 16 hours you have. You can think about and be scared about taxes all this time, and nothing will be done. Your business will not grow. Or you are hanging out in the dream section where magic happens when you just come in and say, money is easy to make. Taxes are so much fun. I can get it there. I can make it work. I can figure it out. It's your choice. 16 hours a day. What are you thinking? Where are you going? What are you doing? If you need support, come hang out with me. Come hang out with John. He's super, enthusiastic individual who can inspire and lead you there. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. It's your baby. Where are you taking your baby? Are you taking it to win, to succeed, or not? Because
Yes,
last time I checked, we're here to win. Decide.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Thank you so much. You talked about choice, the power of choice. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where you're listening to us from. We're still live with Jenia. She is the author of Legacy by Design. It is a book that she wrote to show you how to shift your mindset on taxes and build your legacy. The book is available on Amazon. Taxation is very important. It's important that we all know about taxes, especially those of us who are business owners. So go get a copy of that book right now. It's available on Amazon. Legacy by Design by Jenia Serebrin. Um, yes, if you have not shared this podcast already, I want you to please remember to do that. Like it, leave a comment, and share it. It's free to share. Take it as your charity work for today. Even if you know much about taxes, there's somebody on your contact list, there's somebody in your social media group who doesn't know, who has been looking for information or questions regarding taxes. So please like and share it. So thank you so much, Jania. We're still here, but I have one last question that I want to ask you before I let you go. I know you're a very busy person. Now, as the founder of Cerebrin Group LLC, what have been some pivotal moments in your journey that shaped your approach to mentoring and teaching?
Well, I talk a lot about this in my book. It's not just a book about taxes. It has, at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with taxes. Just like I explained, it's all your mindset. It's also my personal journey and the transformation that I've experienced when I came to America, when I got married and divorced, and then a lot of events happened that kind of helped me shift my mindset, my kind of perspective on life. So what I advise my clients, I still remember I was sitting in my kitchen I was newly divorced. Um, it was kind of difficult situation. I had two kids, and I'm sitting in my kitchen, and I'm just started crying. And then I realized, really, that's not how my dad raised you. The dad raised you better. I have four sisters, so and I love my dad, so we can do something about it. So I decided, well, let me see what's around. And around was a nice, really nice kitchen. I had food. I had beautiful, healthy children. I have so much. So I decided this is the pivotal moment for me to actually stop all this fear and all this limiting beliefs, like I'm a failure or something like this. And I decided, well, there's so many things I'm grateful for. I know that every entrepreneur is super, super selected because not everybody is designed to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody is designed to do something in their lives in a way that can impact a lot of people, right? So once we decide that we are here for some specific reason, we're here to do something, we are here not to live our life in fear. We're here to enjoy. And the second I decided to be more grateful, just notice little things, right? And just be grateful. The fear kind of went away and I felt relaxed. So when I'm coming and teaching and influencing, kind of showing my entrepreneurs, especially female entrepreneurs, I'm saying like, just breathe. It's okay. Remember sometimes you don't file the tax return and the day after the deadline, you're still alive. Nobody's at your door knocking. It's like, oh my God, it's not life or death. It's okay. Everything you can figure it out. They they say, um, uh, death. I forget what what's final. It's death and taxes. Yes. Well, I remember that, and you should know that no business can succeed without filing tax returns. So don't kill that for your business. Remember, it's supposed to be easy if you decide it's easy, right? Once you let go of your fears and choose on something, like I'm so grateful. We woke up. I woke up today and I have my health. I can speak, I can talk, I can see. It's already so much. I feel so whole. I feel so excited. I feel so empowered just because I had another day and another opportunity to serve, to be there, and just to show the world that we are unique. Each and every one of you is there for a reason. So let it go. Just John, just like you, I want to say thank you for having this platform and bringing unique opinions and opportunities and share them.
Thank you so much. Let it go. That's what you need. That's the mindset you need to have. Do not fret over things you cannot control,
Mhm.
but instead focus on the things you can control. Look, I have a business card. My business card is like motivation for a lot of people. Now it's a regular business card. On the front part of it, it just says, I just have what it says: do not fret over what you cannot control. Focus only on what can be controlled. You are an abode of greatness. And on the back side, on the other side of the card, that's where it has my business information. And that's what I do. I go out because I know there are too many people in this world who get worried, who get, you know, they get so agitated, so anxious, thinking that, man, things cannot be controlled. So it's because of them I have this card. So when I'm less busy from work, I just go to a very busy place and I share these cards. I give it to everybody I see. I say, hey, I have a beautiful message for you. And they'll say, really? I say, yeah, here's the card. And when I give them the message, I'll say, please make sure you read it. And when people read this card saying, do not fret over what you cannot control, focus only on what can be controlled, the response I typically get from a lot of people is so fulfilling. I get people who will say, oh my God, I needed to hear this message right now. This was the best time you give me this message. Because People are always too worried. They feel if they cannot pay their bills right now, that that's the end of the world. They feel if they owe taxes right now, that's the end of the world. They feel if they cannot do what they need to do, like right now, that's the end of the world. And thank God for people like you, Jania, who are out there letting people know that all you need is a strategy, all you need is a mentor, all you need is a coach in areas that you have little understanding. There are people who have been through where we are going through right now. The people who have been through, who have passed through what we are struggling with right now. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are a business owner, especially a female, um, I want you to follow this great woman, Jenia, on social media. She's on Facebook, she's on Instagram, she's also on LinkedIn. Go follow her right now because you never can tell when you need her help. You never can tell when you will be on her social media page and find that life saving or business saving information on her page. So please go there, follow her. And if you've got a question, send her a direct message and she will be more than happy to reply you at her earliest convenience. Thank you so much, Jania. It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure having you on this platform. And I hope when next I invite you, you will be willing to join us on the program.
Of course. Thank you, John. And to success 2025. Just put it
Yes,
there.
yes, to success 2025. Louis Pugh said there is nothing more powerful than a made up mind. All you need to do is to make up your mind that you want to scale. All you need is to make up your mind that you will not be held back anymore with the fear of owing taxes. All you need is the mindset to know that I have Jania right there who can get me out of that tax fear or limiting belief that I have within me. Jenia, we would love to have you as a subscribed member of our platform because as a subscribed member, you will not only be supporting us, but you would have the opportunity to come on this program as often as you possibly want to talk about your business, talk about your books, talk about what you do. And it's a great platform. So, would you be willing to come back when next we invite you?
Absolutely. That would be my pleasure. Thank you, John, for invitation.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please like and share this broadcast. I always tell you that whatever has a beginning surely has an end, including our lives. Our lives have expiry dates. I just want to remind you about that so that you can stay prepared. How can you stay prepared? Discover your gifts, develop your gift, and deploy your gift so that at every point in time of your life, you are living a life of purpose. When you live a life of purpose, you are prepared. You are higher than death. You're no longer scared of death because you know you're doing what you are supposed to do. So we will be bringing this program to a close. We're glad to share some amazing ways for you who's listening to us to stay connected with our mission and continue to grow together. Your support and engagement means the world to us. Now, here are ways you can get involved in what we do. First, you can support our mission and help us continue uplifting lives by making a donation to the John Ugulu Foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And all donations are tax deductible. So if you feel what we're doing has impacted your life or impacted someone you know positively, feel free to support with a donation. Your generosity allows us to keep spreading hope and positivity. And if you want to make a donation today, visit our website www.johnuhulu.com. www.johnughulu.com. On that same website, you can also purchase some of our inspirational books, and you can as well listen to our podcast episodes where we share powerful messages. Just go to the website, click on resources, and you will have access to all these materials. Lastly, you can become a part of our growing community, which is called the Morale Booster Empire. where we uplift and inspire one another every day. Subscribe today for only $10 and receive exclusive content, daily motivation, and access to special events. Yes, you can also qualify to, for nominations, at the Morale Booster Awards. You can also be nominated for the President's Lifetime Achievement Award if you are a subscribed member of the John Ugulu Foundation, where you can put in your hours of volunteer service. And by doing that, you can qualify for the President's Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Together, we can continue to make a lasting impact and spread positivity in all we do. I don't know where you're listening to us from right now. Neither do I know what the people around you know about you. Yes, you who's listening to. But here is one thing that I know for sure about you. I know you have greatness within you. I know you have all it takes to transition from where you are to where you want to be. I know you have what it takes to become the best version of yourself. If I could do it, you too can do it. Thank you, everybody. Stay blessed. And Jania, thank you once again. Talk to you all soon. Bye for now.